Hey everybody, it's Christian
and Alexis with Tiny House Expedition, and we are so excited to share that Atomic Homes is offering our viewers a chance to win a 2-night stay in an Atomic Tiny Home at Tiny Estates in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania.
Not only that, they're going to give you $500 to go towards travel expenses. I mean, how cool is that?
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
To enter to win, go to atomictinyhomes.com/THE, link in the description.
And now, on to the show. Oh, and let us know what you think about the Atomic Homes in the comments below.
Enjoy!
I am the oldest sibling, and unfortunately I don't think that'll ever change. It's not like you catch up to me.
Daniel is 4 years older than me. We both grew up in London. We were born there in a suburb just south of London, and the difference in age there, he was 14 when we moved to the United States and I was only 9, and so the difference there is Daniel's kept a lot of his accent, whereas I don't have one.
Yeah, I'm stuck somewhere in the middle between British and Pennsylvania. Our background is in live entertainment. A big part of our core business is building scenery for live entertainment. We've been doing that for multiple decades now, really pushed innovation on that side of things.
In 2020, when live event work went down to 0, we wanted to be able to bring new things to our team to work on. We had an amazingly skilled team ready to work on stuff, and we had all of the same tools and facility that we had for live events, and we were trying to look for other things to pivot those technology and those skills into something else in a completely different market. What's interesting about the way we build is it's not a typical home build. We've taken a lot of the technology that we used on the live event side and brought that into home building. And while we are building to the ANSI 1195 standards, it's going above and beyond that in a lot of places. We're bringing a lot of new ways of connecting pieces within the home. We're building everything off of our CNC machine. Everything gets cut on a CNC machine and is then connected together, sort of like puzzle pieces, and we're able to get really tight tolerances there, whereas you couldn't do that in another way of building the home.
We're doing as much work in the computers as we possibly can before it hits the CNC machine coming out in parts and pieces. That's not to take anything away from the amazing crafts people that we have on our shop floor. It's really that balance between efficiency and creativity, which has kind of been a huge part of Atomic all the years that we've been doing what we're doing.
Hi, I'm Abby and I'm with Endeavor. We're the dealership for Atomic Tiny Homes, park model RVs legally sold throughout the country. Behind me, you'll see a 40-foot high-low 2-bedroom with a loft. And I look forward to showing you that, as well as another tiny home, a 28-foot ground floor house, shortly. You'll notice this charcoal 40-foot tiny home. It has Anderson 100 white windows, a board and batten style metal siding, and an LP Smart siding on the short ends. It has a metal roof, and you'll notice all of this is very maintenance friendly. The home is built with patented plywood studs, so it's extremely durable, whether it's for transport or it's the longevity that you're going to set it on your site. Follow me inside. Welcome to this 40-foot Atomic Tiny Home. You'll notice this house is a 2-bedroom. We call it a high-low, so it has 2 ground floor bedrooms as well as the loft you'll see above me. It's a standard interior finish, so you'll see the all-white walls for a big open feel, as well as all white windows. This model comes with this nice black railing, which is a nice modern farmhouse finish feel, and you'll see the steps up to the loft allow you to enter with full height so you don't have to duck into your loft. The square footage of this house is right around 400 square feet. The loft space in this house is great because there's plenty of room for a queen or even a king bed, storage nook, plenty of room up in the loft.
I'm Kevin Valutis. I'm a project manager for Atomic Homes. We typically get a floor plan from our architect friends at Live Connected. They send us a couple ideas of what they're thinking, and our job is to take their ideas and make them into real world things, depending on materials, material thicknesses, and building to code. Sometimes they may throw us a loft and it's a little bit too long, or it conflicts with a window or a door, so we have to go in and see what we can actually use and what we can compromise on, and where we're willing to meet in the middle with things. So after we wrap up our actual tech design process with the 2D modeling and 3D modeling and sending everything to CNC, we compile a book of build drawings, and then we bind that and send that to the shop floor. So when they get their parts from CNC, they're able to actually assemble the units.
Well, I am Scott DeLay, and I run the CNC department for Atomic Tiny Homes. Building a tiny home with CNC parts allows it to just fit together perfectly, from the studding to the skins or the wall panelings, all the way to the insulation.
So my name is TJ Fernina. I'm the Director of Operations here at Atomic Homes. So this is our CNC machine. This is where 80% of the materials for our home are cut. We cut the decking here, all the wall panels, the insulation board, as well as our studs. What makes our builds unique is the plywood studs. So we use both 38 millimeter and 24 millimeter plywood for the interior and exterior walls, as well as the roofing. The plywood helps us create a tighter tolerance than you would be able to get with a normal stick build or a 2x4 or 2x6. This is a staging area for CNC as materials are coming off of the machine. Behind us you'll see pretty much all of the studs and interior panels for one of our upcoming homes. One of the cool things our CNC machine does before it's cutting the material, it will take a Sharpie and label with a part code so we know where each part goes in the house. With using the plywood instead of a regular stick build method, it reduces our waste and also our assembly time. All of the pieces are designed to snap together, so there's no doing chalk lines or cutting crooked plywood or crooked 2x4s. Along with that, all of our studding has holes pre-drilled in it for our wires and our plumbing to go through. With everything for the home being CNC'd, we can build a house within 4 weeks. We have 1 week of CNC time and then 4 weeks of assembly from start to finish.
One awesome feature of this home is the entryway. So you'll notice there's space for hanging jackets. You can even have shoe storage underneath or in the steps here. Then you have this nice hidden enclosed storage area that houses your water heater. It's a propane on-demand Girard unit. And then your washer dryer combo, which can do your laundry if you'd like in that storage space, as well as some book storage and some extra cubbies. Then as we enter the kitchen, you'll notice there's a fridge for all your food storage. You've got nice open shelving, although this can be enclosed cabinets if you'd like. Butcher block countertops and a stainless sink. Everything is a nice click to open, so your items will stay safe if you're traveling frequently. And then you have a 3-burner cooktop, which runs on propane, as well as a cute little oven for all of your baking. So across from the kitchen, you have the bathroom. You'll notice inside there's a cute little sink for brushing your teeth. We have a standard toilet, although we can do composting, incinerating, or waterless toilets if you'd like to be more off-grid. And then a shower with a full tiled surround. There's also a pocket door to give you privacy in the space.
I, coming from a marketing background, was just doing a lot of research on tiny homes. We were completely new to small home living, and so I was just looking at what people were interested in a tiny home, why people wanted to buy tiny homes, storage needs, and everything that goes into building a tiny home. I was doing all the research on that, and this name kept coming up, which is Abby Schenk, and just out of coincidence, she is local here in Elizabethtown, where we are, with Tiny Estates, her community of tiny homes. And so there were some local articles where I was seeing her name and I was like, wow, this is somebody who really knows about tiny homes. This is an expert.
I think like 12 of us went over to Tiny Estates for a tour, and it was outside, so we all felt safe doing it. By the end of that, we were just blown away.
Yeah, it was so cool. We'd never seen a community like that before, and to see all the different homes that they have there, it was just really inspiring to see what she had built and the different types of homes that there could be.
Yeah, and how passionate she was about it, and how passionate the people living there were about it. And it just, we were really intrigued at that point. And we kind of left that tour with Abby still saying, because Abby's very driven, you got to do them on wheels, you got to do them on wheels. And we were still like, maybe, I don't, you know, we agreed with Abby at that point that we do a prototype, maybe put it at Tiny Estates to see if there was any interest. Abby, with the drive that she had, said, well, that sounds good, but how about we just build 10 out of the gate? I think I said no was my original answer, like, we haven't built one on wheels yet, why would we build 10? And she was just, there's such a need in the market, there's such a need at Tiny Estates, I really think this could go, let's just figure it out together. We decided together to build 10, which was the first 10 that we built, which we built last year to kind of get us going. And we built them as inventory to start, and we started getting some clients in, and just found very quickly that the technology and the building practices that we've been using on the live entertainment, really utilizing CNC, utilizing plywood, very high tolerances, translated over to tiny living really, really well, because you're being very specific about the space, and found that, you know, we could do it very efficiently. Timelines we heard over and over again. It's too long to wait for a tiny home, so how could we build a product that we could build in 6 weeks and that we could scale up? And then it started getting really exciting.
This way is the living room. You'll notice in this space there's tons of open ceiling airiness to the room. You have the loft open on this end as well, and the nice white walls to make everything feel crisp and open. You'll notice there's space to mount your TV across from your sofa. You'll notice above me is the head unit to your mini split. That runs your heat and your AC. Below that is a black vent, which is a circulation system featured in both bedrooms. That has a temperature sensor to make sure that the air from the mini split isn't just in the living room, but circulates to the bedrooms and the rest of the house as well. And this way is the second bedroom. There's space for a queen bed, a nice big picture window, although we can do a smaller window up top if you want to do a Murphy bed or make this a more enclosed office space or private bedroom. This space makes for a really great multifunctional room and even has a pocket door for privacy. On this side of the house is the primary bedroom. In this space there's dual closets, so they have the same push to open and plenty of storage space for all your hanging and things you don't want people to see. Bins above and space on the top. There's also a queen bed and the side tables built in, and then some overhead open exposed storage, although we can do enclosed cabinets as well.
The walls are built inside out because we're using plywood sheeting. It helps us to build a stronger tolerance. When the trailer's moving down the road, you won't have splits or cracks in the seams. The team can work inside the trailer at the same time. They can be setting the interior walls while the rest of the team is continuing the framing process. And in that stage, they'll set the shower pan, and they will also put the plumbing in and begin running the electric. Once the framing portion of the home is complete, we'll go to insulation. The walls are insulated with R15 rock wool. After that, we do a third-party inspection. They look over the house to make sure we're building to code, which is the ANSI 11.95 code. After the inspection, we'll move to adding our zip insulation board. They will do all the walls and the roof, and again, we'll do another inspection. The inspector will make sure everything's installed appropriately. After that, the house will move to our final bay, where we will begin doing the interior work as well as putting the siding and the roof on.
Welcome to this 28-foot atomic tiny home. This is a standard finish in a ground floor model. So you'll notice the all-white interior, the white windows, and a ground floor bedroom, but no loft in this model. This house is about 250 square feet. Behind me is the living room. There's plenty of space for a full-size sofa, an end table, and a nice big picture window. Above that, you'll see your mini split for heat and AC. Across from the sofa, you'll notice is your TV. It's on a swivel mount, so you can do a much larger TV if you'd like without impeding the space, as we can tilt it. You'll also notice over the wheel well, this house doesn't have any storage, but we can do a built-in bookshelf, shoe storage, or even a flip-up table if you'd like a dining space in the area. On the other side is the kitchen. You'll notice the butcher block countertops in the standard finish home, the stainless steel sink. You have your push to open drawers and cabinets. And in this model, we have open shelving, although you can upgrade to have enclosed cabinets if you'd like. There's a nice big fridge for plenty of storage of your food. This comes with a 2-burner propane cooktop and can be switched out for an oven unit as well if you'd like.
Our childhood was somewhat interesting. A lot of time spent on site. While our dad was working on tours, we would go visit him at work. A lot of time spent in concert venues.
Yeah, someone asked me the other day, what was your first concert? And I have no idea. No. I think it might have been The Who. I'm really not sure. Atomic was founded by our father, Tom. He's the Tom in Atomic. He hid his name in the name. That was important to him when we started the company, that it would be bigger than him. Our father studied sculpture and film at St. Martin's College of Art and Design in London. He then went on to be a scenic artist in the West End in London. Then continued on, kind of transitioned into production design work. Right as kind of heavy metal was getting really big in the early 80s. Some of his first clients were Judas Priest, Ozzy Osbourne. Our father really loved the idea and the challenge of tiny homes. He's been a huge driving force behind a lot of our technology connections and design of hardware. So to him, it seemed just an extension of what he'd been doing for the company, that we've been taking all of those learnings and be able to move into a new market. And I think more than anything else too, he saw how excited we were about this new opportunity. And I think he's 72. I don't think he'll ever retire, but he's kind of in the later part of his career. And to see us now kind of running at something we're passionate about, I think that's been very exciting for him.
Yeah, he was the one when we first started working on it. He was the one that was always sending links to articles of like, have you seen how somebody's doing it this way? Or like, check out this article about how demand for tiny homes is up. And he was the one that was doing a lot of the research and looking into it.
One thing you'll notice in this bathroom model is that it's raised. All of the plumbing is interior and underneath the bathroom, so it's accessible in this space, but will help prevent freezing if you're in a very cold climate. You'll notice in this bathroom you have a nice big shower with surround, chrome finishes, a standard toilet, although that can be swapped out to a composting, waterless, or incinerating toilet if you'd like to be more off-grid, and then this cute little vanity with storage underneath. And the last room is the bedroom. This bedroom features a queen bed downstairs with the side tables and the exposed shelving for extra storage. We can also do enclosed cabinets there if you'd like to hide your things. And then there's space here for a cute little dresser, or we can do an enclosed closet and even a stackable washer dryer unit if you'd like that in your bedroom space. The bedroom also features a circulation system to keep air and a temperature sensor, getting circulation into the bedroom when you close the pocket door.
What's really great about our homes, I think, is that they're very customizable. So we have actually 3 different trim levels, the standard, the modern, and the farmhouse. And in addition to that, they all come in different lengths, between 24 foot to 40 foot. Each of those comes in 3 different options for floor plans. One is a ground floor with a 1-bedroom, and the other is ground floor plus a loft, so you get that bonus space, and the gooseneck. So if somebody is looking to buy one of our tiny homes, atomictinyhomes.com is the place to look, and you can configure your build right on our website. And it also links over to our dealer, Endeavor, to make that purchase. Endeavor also lists all of the current inventory that's available, so if you're just looking for a home that's already built and ready to go, you can look at that on the Endeavor site. Currently, the starting price for the homes is $104,000, and we're working on a way to bring that down for another model too. We're trying to make it the whole range from affordability to really maxing out if you want to go crazy and have a really awesome home with all the upgrades and everything. We're trying to do the full range between there. Coming from the live event world, every show is something new. We're trying to solve a challenge every single time. A client is coming to us saying, can you make this crazy thing? And we've got to figure out how that will actually work in the real world and how it can fit into a truck and get on site and get put together, all the logistics around that too. This felt like a really similar challenge in that way. This was like a puzzle that we wanted to crack. How do we make a really awesome tiny home? And also we have to make sure that we're thinking about gravity and physics and construction techniques and all of that and putting that all together into a home. But I think then the more that we got into the project and the more homes that we were building, we also then just saw how cool the tiny home movement is and the tiny home community as a whole. Just the really creative things that people are doing with their homes, the way that the homes allow people to have really creative lifestyles too.
And that's just so exciting to me that we can be part of that story and part of someone's journey that way in their life.
Thank you for watching our video and for stopping by Tiny House Expedition. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Christian. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And for more tiny home tours and stories, click the videos below.
And join us on Instagram for bonus content,
including face-to-face conversations with us. We hope to see you there.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.